Hello and welcome to the RSL Random Fan Podcast. I am Brennan Goblet, followed by Father Goblet and T. Thomas. This is a special edition. This is the Jingle All the Way podcast. So check in, follow us on all the stuff that you follow us on, and tell a friend. We're going to jump right in. Welcome, my fellow reindeer.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Yes. I've never seen bald men look so good.
Yeah.
It's because our hats are on.
Absolutely.
Ish.
Man.
Yeah, when most of my face and head is covered up, I'm much more attractive.
Good thing we changed the camera angle, so now we see head to toe.
Yeah.
No mistletoe here. So let's jump into the updates on what's going on with RSL. We've got a couple things, yeah?
Brian Vera.
Oh, we're going to jump to the juicy bit
Yes,
away.
That's the big news. Our big guy, Brian Vera, gone. Mm-hmm. Out to... If you were guessing, where would you guess he would go?
Where all RSL former
go to Canada,
Where
baby.
they all go to die. Montreal.
That's a weird move, man.
Yeah, he doesn't even speak French.
No, he doesn't even really speak English. He didn't even really make an attempt. You know?
That we know.
That's true.
According to sources.
Sources.
Sounds all mysterious.
Well,
that just means we talked to somebody about it, and that's what they said.
Well, what is he doing that makes Montreal want to have him?
So free kick stuff, right?
They're missing that in their lineup?
We don't have that in our defensive lineup. We don't have a free kick specialist that smashes the ball. That's why I thought he was unique. That's why I thought we'd want to hold on to him. Mm-hmm. But clearly he didn't want to be here. He kind of started the chatter once they...
Ooh, that's a hot tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I've thought about this all off season. Maybe it's me kind of trying not to be too negative. But I don't think it's all unicorns and rainbows in that
group?
In that group right now. And I don't blame them. Obviously, you just barely squeak into the playoffs. So no one's happy when you're not winning games. I mean, that's just a given. If you are happy, then maybe you shouldn't be a professional athlete, right? If you're just
squeaking.
If you're happy with
your happy
not
with
winning.
Yeah.
But, we've heard rumblings of other players like a McAnally.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Wanting to perhaps, maybe not wanting to be elsewhere, but
Rumble.
He wants his role back. He wants his role.
Well, and I think I heard through some sources that his agent may be kicking the tires. But he's probably not going anywhere because he just signed a 5-year long-term deal. So unless someone comes in with a superstar offer, I think Emeka will be here.
Yeah, I heard it was LA that was looking at him.
There's been a couple. Columbus is an obvious one because that's where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the style of play they have.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right? And they just had their guy retire. The guy that went over from Portland, Darlington Nagbe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Nagbe.
Everyone compares Emeka to Nagbe. So.
Yeah.
That's true.
But they lost their head coach to Celtic. So probably not going to be instant transfer or overpay for him.
And he hasn't had a great start over there, I don't think. I haven't been following him, but I just kind of getting glimpses from the socials that maybe it hasn't turned out as well as they were hoping.
Well, it's a tough job. You pretty much have to win the league or you suck, right?
Oh yeah, you don't want to be that
Celtic,
manager.
And you don't want to lose to Ranger because then you're a chump, right?
That's a tough league to only have realistically 2 teams that anybody knows you for.
There's 2 games all year that really matter, and the rest just kind of.
And there's 10 teams.
Yeah, and you have to win the rest of the games.
Yeah, it's what's the point of joining those teams, man?
Well, you're better than all the other guys underneath you, so because you're the only 2 teams that pay anybody.
So top heavy,
right? But to be fair, we have 2 Americans playing for Celtic, Austin Trusty and that other guy.
What was his name?
Yeah, he's
great.
great.
Standout. Yeah.
He's stout. He's not real tall, but Trusty's real tall. And Trusty's left side, and he's right side.
Is he starting for U.S.?
Trusty or
yeah.
The other guy was he started on our gosh, why am I blinking? He started on the second game, the Uruguay game where we thumped them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He was back there, so.
All right, well, let's jump into something.
But we also have the 2 other signings.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going? Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, let's just go right to the 2 other signings. Brandt, what are the 2 other signings?
I was going to interrupt you. With,
So, there's
2 other
this
signings.
dynamic that we're trying to do is not working too well.
Well, yeah, well.
We got.
If somebody wasn't such a control freak.
So Brian Vera gone, Montreal 1.2
Yes.
ish, and a potential sell-on clause.
It's like 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Gam. A lot of money.
Oh yeah, but it's not all up front. That's the
No.
dumb part. It's like
Spread out over 2
700 now, and then 500 and something plus
Next
the 200 to add on.
Yeah,
Not the greatest, but whatever.
could be worse.
So-
We could send him to San Jose for 150,000.
Yeah, but that comes with a handsy thing. We don't want that.
This is more of a
It's a little
happy ending. This is more of a happy ending.
This is more of a happy ending.
for fans.
That's
Maybe-
the other way around.
It's the other way. Yes,
Oh, that's so
it's
bad.
flip flopped. It's great. Yes,
that's
much
funny.
better. Much
Yeah.
better this
So
way.
2 signings. Which one are you actually excited for?
Neither.
Really?
Why don't you say
well-
what they are first, and then we'll
So
Yeah,
say if you're excited.
first one, Sam Junka. I was surprised he came back, and
Valid.
Why?
because
You're guaranteed half the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because it's like the system we're playing right now with the left back. It's kind of flawed. It's this overuse one player, use the other one to fill in, and when you do have the other person fill in, he's a whole different left back. Like he doesn't want to be that far up the field. He can. His distribution is a little bit longer, more like angled, whereas Catranis is more aggressive, more fiery. He's getting things on the ground, coming parallel to the box.
Yeah, Catranis has way more tricks up his sleeve than Junka does on that left back attacking. But what if we signed him as a center back?
that would be even
change it?
worse.
I don't know if he has the body for it, man.
Oh man.
No, he played a fair amount of center back, and I think he did a pretty good job. But
He doesn't have your build, though.
He's not. He's kind of not a big
Thomas.
guy.
He's not Thomas
Yeah.
certified.
Right, and the 2 LA games, he got absolutely roasted. Right.
Oh,
He looked
half of the
really
team did,
bad.
too.
I mean, to be fair, lots of our team did.
Yeah.
But after that, I was like, oh, if I was Junka, I'd be.
Yeah, I'd be.
I was surprised somebody didn't jump on him as a free agent because he was a free agent.
Right.
I'm surprised that other teams didn't see him as a solid part of
their system.
their system.
potential
Yeah,
against
he is a consummate professional. He's the kind of guy you want on your team. You may not want him starting,
Yeah.
but for this club, he could probably be a starter. I agree. If I'm Catranis, I'm another one of these players who's just like, you're going to run me into the ground, ask me to run myself into the ground, and then you're going to,
Get this guy to fill my place.
yeah, it's kind of Pablo Mastroeni's MO. He's done it before where he just kind of rides players right into the ground, and by the end of the season, they're toast.
They're pooped.
Well, I think it's funny that maybe not funny is the right word, but the game that he did really the best in was the San Diego game in San Diego, where Brian Vera got knocked out and he came in and scored a goal. Remember that
Yeah.
banger?
That
So
was a sweet one.
yeah, if we can get that Sam Junka back, let's bring it on. He's really good against the teams that move the ball well. He's really good at staying in position. What he's not good against are the Minnesotas, the big trees that throw everybody in the box and guard your man and
5 people in the back.
box all shoving you down and kicking you and then out jumping you for the ball. He's going to struggle in that kind of a defensive setup. But if it's more of the free flowing, he's really good at reading plays and seeing the ball. And
He's good
at
at
least-
transition, yeah.
Yeah. In general, not against LA, but other than those 2 LA games, he was really good.
Well, sticking with the left back theme, they also picked up Lucas Engel picked up
so
the
tell us about
rights
that. Yeah.
to Lucas Engel. And the reason they're doing that,
Wait, how did he get the rights for him?
in the re-entry draft, it was the second
What's the
round.
re-entry draft?
That's where players are like free agents or something, and if their options aren't picked up, then the first round of re-entry draft, clubs can pick them up, but they have to pick them up at their contract,
Right.
Right.
whatever their contract is. They go through that. The second round, if they don't get picked up, you can't pick them up and then negotiate with them. You have 7 days to negotiate with them.
This is one of the funny rules of MLS that people talk about. It's stupid, but
which would be, I think, tomorrow?
Something like that, yeah.
Or so 7 days from when they picked him up?
Yeah, they have like 3 business days or something to negotiate, and if they can figure it out, cool, and if not...
Yeah, but also he was saying,
No
like they
harm,
were
no
showing
foul.
on the Insta, or not Insta, but it was on socials and stuff, that he was wanting to go back to Middlesbrough. Like his family doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
That's another big one.
But they don't want to be in Cincinnati. Utah's different. So maybe that's the pitch.
Same,
They want
Maybe.
different.
Well, I mean, you know.
6'7".
Oh, boy.
But I wonder if a couple of things. If he was a negotiating tool
Yeah.
to get Junkwood a sign,
Could have
right?
been.
Because they announced they were picking him up, and then all of
Oh,
a
yeah?
sudden,
You don't think we can go get a left back?
Junk signed right after that. After they announced they picked him up off of the reentry draft. And the more important thing is what they're really trying to do is sign Lucas Engel so that he can entice Matt Crooks, former Middlesbrough player, to return to Real Salt
Are they
Lake.
teammates?
I don't know if they're teammates, but they both came from Middlesbrough.
brother. No.
So that's if you want to get down into the weed, that's probably why they did it.
That makes sense. If
And-
we could get Matt Crooks back,
Yeah.
all would be fair and love and
But
war.
here-
You guys, that's wishful thinking. Matt Crooks comes back. We're in the same predicament. We get like 2
I
good
know.
games of good play, and then we're
you
struggle bussing.
Do not. I'm really upset because looking at this roster, man, it's going to be hard. Like you can't have a man crush 2 seasons in a row, right?
Yeah, you can.
I don't think that I can. That's not fair. You got to find a new
I mean,
one.
what's Cabral going to do other than just stay great?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then where's the fun in that?
Oh,
so
that's true.
Where's the fun in
if he's
that?
just gonna be good, you got to have a man crush. You got to believe. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But he was also on $880,000.
Oh yeah, he was expensive.
So I don't know how far this was going. We did ask Kurt Schmid in a post-game press, not a post-game, but the post-draft press about him, and they said it's a long ways to go.
Well,
There's still a lot of steps.
You know, he did win that spot over Orellano, who was a DP. And I thought they were going to sign him and let Orellano go, but they didn't. And so I was like, why'd they let Engel go? That's weird.
Probably because
he doesn't want to be here.
he doesn't
They don't
wanna
want to be the expensive backup, but if he came here, what does that mean? Because now we have 3 left backs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
what does
doesn't
that mean for like somebody like Catranis, who didn't
See,
look
that's-
like he was happy at the end of the season either?
See, that's what was scared me because when I saw the angle thing, and I was like, weird. Okay, maybe Junka's going to fall off, but then you see Junka get signed, and my immediate thought is, oh crap, they're going to want to get rid of Catranis, or Catranis wants to part ways because I don't feel that Catranis has been treated fairly. You know what I mean?
Like monetarily? Like he's underpaid for his...
No, I don't know about underpaid. I mean, you can always pay him more, you know.
I think
but
he's just over 4.
he's
in
only
that-
over 4?
Over 400,000 in that range, and I think Junka is around the 3 from last season.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say there's no way. But I feel like Catranis, he's kind of an odd man out on that left side. He's the only one that's going to sit. Like, if somebody gets a bad tackle, Catranis is going to be there. You know, like, Catranis is going to get in your face if you do something chippy or a little dark artsy. And it's almost like he's the only one. He's the only one on
Now
the
with
field.
Vera gone.
And
or
especially with Vera, but also
tucked in Vera.
tucked in Vera was also way too reserved. You know, he wasn't as fiery as we saw the previous season.
Yeah.
And so I was really scared that Catranis was going to leave. But now it kind of seems like it was kind of a little stint to like, oh, if we get him, that's great. Maybe we'll move him to left center back or whatever. But yeah, I don't think Engel is really considering Utah in general. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, he might have just been.
It
some
might
sort of-
just pass and then nothing, right?
Yeah.
But
Do we get anything for doing that?
We just have his rights.
That's it.
We have his rights for
if he leaves.
like almost in perpetuity, perpetuity or whatever that word is. Perpetuity. So if he ever comes back here, we get.
Oh, we get the first rights to get him.
Yes.
Oh, that's
so
right. That's right.
if somebody wanted to bring him back, they say, "Oh, you owe us. We'll take some gam. We'll take some
that's
tam."
pretty good.
remember when they used to do discovery rights? And they were
Yeah,
like,
dude.
"Oh, we discovered Messi." It was so dumb.
That's super.
It was
Oh,
like you
hey.
just submit.
Well, there's also Ronaldo
like,
has something like that too, like the
with
Chicago
Kansas
Fire,
City
or is it Kansas City?
or
Somebody has the right to. I'm like, dude, shut up.
I don't know if you guys have heard this news, but did you know that Messi's coming?
Wow, yeah,
Yeah,
man, that's
It's
great.
kind of like in every single communication from the team.
And he's going to
These
catch
are the
a
draft
cold
picks.
the day before.
Oh, by the way, Messi's coming. And Marco Royce. Anyway,
You know,
fun stuff.
back to that. We kind of got screwed on that. We're a midweek game. We're at altitude. He's not going to play the whole game. There's 0% chance he's playing the whole game. Mm-hmm. Hopefully he comes on as a late game sub in the 50th, 60th minute, but I'm guessing 80. That's my guess.
My prediction, 80th minute, my prediction is there's a 25% he even plays. 25% he even shows up. Because I think the game before is Colorado, but that might be in Miami. And they also have Champions League going on. So
See what I'm saying?
I think
But Beckham did that. Beckham would come on late. You know, it'd be a 85th minute. So
I don't know, because you got to think
You know?
he's pretty much the reason for Apple getting rid of the season pass and
Right.
stuff. So
Well,
I
all
bet you
these
he's like
people-
contractually got to be.
all these people are showing up to this game, and so that's what I'm saying. When he skipped a game last season,
Oh, it was huge.
they were
People
pissed.
hated it.
Yeah,
I think he's going to play the first half and then get subbed out. Because
That
he's
could
probably
happen
not going to
too.
need to play any more than that and be
They'll be
successful.
ahead.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you look at Son, like you watch Son, he was in there for most of the game. That level, dude, just destroyed us. Like, it was stupid. You see Bouanga do the same thing, but Son was different. Like, you can just tell that, like, if Messi comes, we're not going to be able to kick it harder. We're not going to be able to go at him even tougher. We're not going to be able to have Brody lay on his belly and get the ball over his stomach again.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
he's not here to get chipped again.
No, dude, I don't see it unless
top secret Brody defense.
Yeah.
Everybody lay down.
Lay on your belly. Hopefully he can't
Dude,
chip
somebody,
you.
I would, if it was me, if I was Brody and that happened to me, I would have totally framed a freeze frame of me laying down with the ball exactly above me with Messi standing over. Like, yep, he
And put it on the wall, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
big ol',
exactly.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm such a good player. Look, there I am playing against
Yeah, dude,
Messi.
I was bound before Messi.
I saw Messi play.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Okay, so let's jump into this second signing. What are your thoughts on it? Is this even? I mean, his record. He doesn't
Who are you
really
talking
start. I'm gonna just wait.
Oh, setting up.
Patience,
Setting up,
Iago.
Hey,
Patience.
It wasn't me this time.
I know. Jeez. Wait. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, so this next guy
Yeah.
didn't really get first team minutes. Kind of had an injury. We haven't really seen what he can do, but everyone in their inner circle says this guy is something important, and it's Kobe Henry. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, the office seems to believe in him. He did
Deeply.
get some Monarchs time this year, and he did okay. But the two games I watched, like one was the U.S. Open Cup, and he caused the penalty that put the other team ahead. You know, so like, and he got sent off.
He's 21,
But he's young and up and
21,
right?
6'2", which is a theme. If you noticed for RSL,
They
last
picked a
week.
bunch of big defenders.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And the draft
Let
pick.
the
We'll get
record
there.
show. Previous season of RSL Random Fan, this guy complained about height. That everybody was under 5'10". Now
Previous season, every season.
every season. So now, are you happier that it's over 6 feet?
Yeah. I think that size kind of matters.
Don't tell your wife.
Don't tell Philip Quinton.
It's a secret. Do you know why?
Ancient Chinese.
Do you know why women don't make good carpenters?
Oh, please don't. No.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Because they've been told that's 6 inches all their life. It's not. So anyway,
Different ruler.
I'll edit that out.
Of course you will.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she said. So I do like the size. I don't think size should be the only factor. Right?
You can't come back with that. Come on.
You like the height.
I don't think that height should be the only factor. It shouldn't be the deciding factor.
Correct.
But if you have two players that you think, oh man, this guy, they both do the same thing. They're both equally talented. They're the same age. Then I would I would take the flyer on the taller guy, the one that has more of a presence.
Yeah.
Unless it's in some positions where height isn't much of a deciding factor. Midfield, not so much. But your back line, maybe, a 6'2" wing back, holy cow, that's Premier League.
Yeah.
And those are intangibles that you just don't take into account for in Major League Soccer to compare to some of the other leagues.
That's Anthony Robinson for the Premier League, right? He plays for Fulham at left
Yeah,
back.
when you look at the Premier League, I mean, there are a lot more players with height, speed, talent, and ability. But like I said, it's just an intangible that if you don't have, you can go the wrong way like RSL did, where it was just like, it's like
when
Oviedo,
Savarino,
yeah.
yeah, and our biggest guy was like 5'8".
Was glad.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
Glad, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm all for more of that. But also, like I said, if it comes down to it, it's not the only factor, but it does help.
No. The only thing that's scary about this whole thing is like nobody's really seen what he is capable of.
Because he did get injured, right?
Hamstring.
After he had that rough outing in the Open Cup. And a lot of promise. But we've had a lot of guys with a lot of promise, and they haven't done a lot. Which, a few of them have gone to other teams and done well.
All right.
Whatever.
So
just
also I
jealous.
wanted to bring up. So there was a player that we put on loan, and then came back. Dominic Markjuk. He's come back. We decided to keep him. Do you guys have any positive hope for him in that position since we have Gozo and his ability to just change games and also be more defensive minded? Like, what is your expectation of this guy?
What'd be cool is if he could figure out how to play with Luna and put Luna a little more centrally. And because Gozo's more of that winger, I think.
Yeah, true winger, yeah.
He doesn't want to come inside and combine in short, tight spaces as much. He wants the big, long, whip it down the wing and get in behind. But if Dom can play the other side, like he did for a couple of games in a row where he was really on top of it, whipping balls in, connecting with his teammates, getting behind and then having shots, that would be really dangerous for our team. I think that would be a fantastic young and up-and-coming group if we can find some consistency. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
You can play the kids, but if they don't rise to the occasion, at some point you have to say they're not developing like we want them to right now.
Yeah.
I don't know that RSL gives the kids enough time.
Really?
Yeah,
Expound on that.
I think if you watch other clubs, and I don't watch a ton of them, but I do not follow, but I have noticed like Seattle. Their model tends to be early in the season, they give some kids some time.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they build them up, and then by the end of the season, they've got some people they can count on. Whereas RSL, because of where they've been with ownership, with the roster, and all of the other challenges of ownership, winning has been like the only thing that matters. They can talk about, all the other intangibles and the other tournaments, and they want to win trophies. Now we just want to compete for them. But a lot of the focus, kind of like the focus, either spoken or not spoken, has been on winning. Mm-hmm. So when you have coaches that feel like they have to win, you're not going to give young players the time they need to develop. Because the second something bad happens, boom, can't have that. You yank it, because when your job is always on the line, you got to have the best players out there. When you don't feel comfortable that you have the time and you have the backing of the owners, or if you know who the owners are, I think that's been one of the challenges that RSL's had. And maybe with the Millers and a new focus, the coaches will have the ability, if we have new coaches. Haven't been announced yet, but they said they were close. Because we've lost 3.
Well, yeah, we can bring that up if you want. But is that on our list?
No, I didn't.
And we didn't check it twice either.
No. Oh my God, somebody was naughty. No. So coaches, Nate Miller, is that his name?
Yes.
He went to Boise for the new.
And he was our assistant coach.
Yeah.
And then they also let
Tactical.
Olave.
Olave.
Oh,
hit the road.
And then
And then there was another one, other coach. I apologize.
gray hair, white guy. Can't remember.
Yeah. He was kind of the fourth assistant coach,
Was he?
I think. Wasn't the goalkeeper coach, but
Yeah, how's Rami?
they
Still
let
there?
him go. But Rami's still there, right?
Yeah.
So those are him and Pablo, that's the coaches. But back to your point about Dom integrating. Go back there.
I do think that I would love to see him come in with the attitude of, I got to prove myself. A lot of young players come in with the attitude is like, I don't need to prove myself. I'm good. And if he can come in with what his experience, he had a good opportunity to stick at Cincinnati, but that's where he went, right? Cincinnati.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. They didn't pick him up.
into
So
the
if I'm a
playoffs,
player, it's like,
yeah.
man, I would be motivated to come in and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do what
I'm
it
going to
takes
change things around. Yeah.
to stick with this club. So I think, I wouldn't give up on Dominic yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think he's still got some really good potential, but learn to play with Luna, learn to play with Gozo, get some of that crosses going in.
Do you think that the coaching staff and Pablo was actually helping Mark Juke succeed? Because from my perspective, when I think about it, I think that whole right side is a black hole for any sort of tactical analysis or help. Like it turns into just an isolated.
Kick
Here's
it over
the
there
ball.
and hope Gozo does something cool.
Pablo's looking somewhere else while you have the ball. You know what I mean? Like there's no real connecting piece. Do you think that? Because that's how I feel.
I think you're 100% right. Mm-hmm. That's the way it was. You had Gomez was on the right side too,
Yeah,
right?
Gomez.
And the thing with RSL is when they play as a team, everybody gets better.
Yeah.
And if you're winning, it's easier to play as a team. When you're losing, then the pressure mounts and everybody wants to be the guy that
They go to
turns
their
it.
own islands and all
But
that.
I think you're absolutely right. The whole idea with the right side was kick it over there and hope. And they would even talk about that in the post game too, right?
Yeah.
Players got to make plays. It's like, well, you send it over there and you tell him he's got to beat that guy, and then that's all he's focused on. He's not looking at other players making runs. It's that whole right side is very naive. It feels like the tactics, because that's the way it was with Gozo. I got tired of watching it. I mean, Gozo's a great player, but I
But it's
thought,
like boring.
Why are we relying on an 18-year-old to make something happen? I mean, he has the talent for sure, but why isn't it a little more sophisticated?
Yeah,
why isn't there a little bit more?
Why are we pushing it farther? Like, why aren't we going even deeper into it? Like,
See, I like that, though. I think it's exciting. You kick the ball out to a guy, you get him in a one-on-one situation, you drag everybody to the left side of the field, and then, boom, you switch it.
That's
and
the problem.
Give him that chance to go at him and shimmy shake and get a shot off, or whip it back, right? So either you take him to the right and go down the line and whip it back in, and there's chaos because everybody's shifting sides of the field, or you take it to the inside and have your own shot. And we did Gozo created a lot of stuff that way, but it was maybe a little more freestyle than structured coaches want to think of it. So if you're too structured as a coach, you're giving them too much, and then nothing will happen. But if you don't give them enough structure, it'll be chaos and nothing will happen.
well, to
right?
your point, it seems like the back line had structure. The goalie, the back line, they all had structure, and the
Right.
pivots had a structure.
Yep.
But when it came to the attacking third, the wingers, there was no structure. And it was like, why are we doing half Pep Guardiola type things, and then all of a sudden we're doing 2002 Premier League right winger things? Like, how is that a connecting thing, or even
Thierry Henry type.
Well,
Yeah.
Thierry Henry still had a system. Thierry Henry was still working with other players. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just
That was the problem, I thought, is that that's what they wanted to do, but that's not what happened. Mm-hmm. I mean, they would switch it over, and whether it was Dominic or Gozo, then they would just tack it, and then everybody was watching.
Well, it's like the 10 is supposed to be there. The 10 is supposed to be.
There wasn't anything. I think the opposing teams got used to it. They figured it out. Mm-hmm. They would just send a couple players over there, and if you couldn't beat them one-on-one, nobody from RSL was making a run. Nobody from RSL was trying. They weren't connected with anybody. And if you use Andres Gomez as an example, when he was really playing well was when he was connecting. Mm-hmm. He started connecting. Matt Crooks.
You got Chicho in there.
Matt Crooks was the unsung hero for everything Gomez related.
Yeah, and then once, he started talking about, I'm out of here, then he went back to, I'm Andres Gomez, and I'm going to do what I want. But when RSL plays together and focuses, and this is probably an indictment on the coaching staff for not being able to keep the team playing together like that.
Well, every time, like every coach in every league, there is always some sort of hole in their plan. There's always a counter to it. There's always something lacking. And I feel like with Pablo right now, his coaching philosophy is filled in with a lot of mental game, like mental focus, things you can and can't control, all these intangibles, like you always say. But it feels like there is a huge disconnect to the very basics of soccer. There's a huge disconnect with RSL. And it feels like Pablo is kind of just riding this everybody's knowledge of soccer and not being able to actually capitalize on what they can do. Do you know what I mean? Like he's kind of just in there as a therapist. Like, how does that make you feel? Oh, you're not getting the ball?
Wouldn't you feel better if you scored more goals?
Well, yeah, but that's something we can't control. Okay? We can't control that. Now, how do you feel?
I'm good enough. I'm strong enough.
We're just going to kick it harder. No, that's a lot of negative.
But yeah, I get that, but it's finding that right balance and mix, and when you're changing people in and out of the team, that gets harder, right?
Yeah,
but
flips the script.
For a game or two here and there, you can just buckle down and just play simple, and then if your offense is clicking, you get a goal early, you can still play simple and keep the game in front of you, but RSL did not do that last year.
So
we weren't able to lock it down once we got our early leads.
Well, what it looked like was Pablo always talked about how he hated the transition play, but yet all of our successes came from us reacting or using the transition play. So who was at the blame for all these games that didn't go our way? Is it really the players, or is it the fact that we are scared of something that we do to other people?
Number one, I don't think this was a great roster.
Ooh, you're going to put it on that?
Number two, I don't think the coaches were getting the most out of the roster. And I think I would lean more towards the front office and the coaches. I think front office, then coaching, and they're really close. I mean, it kind of goes back and forth. I mean, the Chicho stuff and all the stuff in the postseason last year, and the people they brought in, it didn't gel, so you have to give the front office a little negative knock there. But in the second half with Olatunji and Screws and the players that came in after that, maybe even Yedlin, that bumps it up a little bit.
So far, Cruz is a total airball, guys. Like, he played so many minutes and had one assist.
The only reason that I would give the front office a little bit better grade than the coaching at the moment is because the coaching has been so bad.
Wow.
I don't think that
the development's there.
I don't think the development's there. I don't think just looking at the history, I think Pablo is really good, supposedly really good at motivating people, but at the same time that doesn't translate onto the field.
Well, and there's a point where he kind of gets with, like he is with Anelli right now, where he kind of went past the motivation and something disconnected, right? It's like what happened with Vera. I don't know where that disconnect happened.
Where they're just not bought in
okay,
anymore.
I'll play your way, but I'm not really bought in all the way.
Yeah, I think you lost it that way.
I think it goes back to your point about the coaching riding the players' talent and ability.
Yeah.
And their knowledge. I don't think anything is being added from RSL's
Like what is
coaching staff. Nothing, at least from last season, shows that it was.
Well, to your point, what you're saying is like, what is our identity? Like, even like Jason Christ coming in, it was like Jason Christ was like, "There's not really an identity. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it back to the club, and he's going to do all these things. He's going to make programs have more people involved, so that way this gets done right. Blah blah blah." But it's like before Jason Christ coming in here, where is the identity? What is our identity? Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt like it was just like this magical thing that we couldn't freaking hold on to.
I think we had an identity for like 6 months.
And what was that identity?
And that was...
Recently? You mean like at the Chicho time?
The 6 months of Chicho.
The first 6 months.
The first 6 months, the mythical 6 months of Chicho.
Yes.
Where RSL went forward. They were still giving up. They gave up the same amount of goals almost in 24 as they did in 25.
Yeah.
But the point was it didn't really matter because
they
they
were
were going forward. They were pressing forward. And they were doing all the things that we wanted to see them do. Play together, build up, have some nice build up, hold on to the ball, make some nice passes, get people behind. They were great on the counter. They had Anderson Julio. They had Andres Gomez. That was probably the best 6 months that RSL had since, 2013,
like
10, 11, 12, 13. So, and that's too bad. Do we want to talk about the draft picks?
You ready to move on?
Yeah, we can talk about the draft picks. So
We don't have to. We don't want to.
Well, no, because I'm sitting there at work, and then I see on Instagram all this stuff because I didn't get a chance to watch it. And when you look at the first 4, was it? First 5. 4 of the 5 were defenders and only 1 midfielder at the time when I looked. And I thought, what is the point of this? Because one of the best things we saw was when we had the draft with Matthew Bell, what's his bucket, Anelli, all these other ones.
Even Lawfulson the year before.
Lawfulson was in there. What was that really cool guy that tried to do a bicycle kick, and he was like French or something like that? Jacqueson. And it was like that kind of draft where we were looking more at the forward midfield, and we had a defender in there. It was more exciting. This round, it kind of felt like, what are we actually focusing on? Is it because Kobe Henry's no longer going to be on a Monarchs duty that we're kind of trying to roll the dice or something?
I don't know. Should we
walk
break it down. Through them?
Go ahead.
Lucas Magnusson, Clemson from Iceland.
Big guy, 6'2", 169 pounds, all freshman team for 2024. 2 goals, 1 assist. That's pretty good for a defender.
Dylan Kropp from North Carolina.
Dylan Kropp, but also
he's a senior. He's a little older.
Yep. All ACC second team honors for this year.
6'2", 186. So
some of these guys too could go back to school too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't think RSL loses their rights, right?
No. Mm-hmm. No. And then Trey Wright out of UCLA, junior class. Out of Austin, 6'2", 180.
So the theme, 6'2". I like it.
Yeah. Nicholas Sorensen, Switzerland.
Oh, wow, yeah.
6'3", 165, so tall and skinny.
Then you missed Jefferson Amaya in there, the midfielder, 6'1".
Oh, okay.
Dang, what a shorty.
Jefferson, huh? Oh, is he related to Frankie Amaya? Guy that's bounced around the league a little bit. He's an exciting player. Maybe not.
17 goals, 20 assists.
And then we had Braden Beeson, who is the forward that we looked at. Pretty accomplished, though. I mean, all-conference first team this year, all-conference freshman team last year. He's from Texas.
6'2", 165.
We picked him up super late, though.
He was like the 78th pick.
Yeah, something pretty far down there. But what do we get, is there anything we need to be concerned with in this draft? Like, is there anything notable, really?
I think your question is right. That it was heavily focused on the defense. Mm-hmm. And the thing that concerns me about that is that they're probably way too comfortable with the offensive side of the team. Mm-hmm. That has me deeply concerned. If they're just going to run back most of this roster that we have on this roster in 2026,
we're not going to score a whole lot.
It's going to be rough.
Okay, so now I can see your point there. However, I do think Cruz has not yet been established. First 2 games he was here, I felt like he was trying to find what he needed to do, and I don't think he really got clear instruction because I don't think we really had hey, this is what you do. Olatunji, you cannot be mad about Olatunji starting next year.
He's been our best forward, and we didn't even have.
You
him
have
all
to.
year.
There has to be some excitement because I feel like if everything goes the right way, Olatunji could be sold by the end of the year because of how good he is.
Well, I think he gets at least 12 goals just by hanging around and doing what he did in that last part of the season, just by default. And he might end up with 16 if he just, puts on his finishing boots.
Well, yeah, finishing boots, but also if our number 10 puts on his number 10 boots and tries, I think we could actually do something. Luna.
But how do you play all those guys together? You're going to put 5 guys in attack?
See, but that's where I felt like Diogo needs to adapt or get out. Diogo needs to become something, or we really need to take the bullet and just be like, hey, this isn't working out. We got to go.
You guys kind of floated that idea out there to Kurt Schmidt right after the draft, right? Brandt asked him pretty directly, are we in the search for a DP? And he was like, we're always kind of looking. Which basically means no. No,
definitely not.
Means we're pretty committed to Diogo.
Well, let's talk about this. Oh, go ahead if you want.
No, I was just going to say on Diogo, it's kind of like, are they going to try and buy him out because he certainly doesn't have the production of a designated player? Mm-hmm. And I think Tyler points out right, as they were maybe, cards close to their vest, but I don't know that I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the roster.
Well, so let's say. What's probably going to happen is he will start, and it's more about what can we do to make him a DP. You know what I mean? Not what can he do, because obviously if he's not jiving, he doesn't want to be here. He's not going to want to be here. But we've invested so much, we kind of have to get what we've been given. So,
and to be fair, they took all the good questions. Brandt and Maddie both went before me, so I didn't.
Dude, see, okay, I have some really annoying. JV. I don't enjoy being
third fiddle.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because you're thinking in your head, you're like, okay, I got these 3 questions. 2 of them are pretty solid. One of them, I'm like, it might get picked up.
Yep.
But,
And then Brandt asked them all right.
I got 2 in the cartridge, and then it used to be this guy, Brandt, and then by the time it got to my opportunity, I would have to ask, what's their shirt size?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What shoes were you wearing today?
Yeah,
those are kind of bright.
New hairstyle? That's cool, dude. Right. So, but that kind of sucks. I forgot what I was going to talk about.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, sorry. So, our attack. Olatunji.
Yeah.
You have to be excited for.
You got to keep him on the field.
Cruz, talented. Did not get to see what he could do. You saw a little bit of a glimpse, and you also saw him mess up terribly. But
does he slide in and take Diogo's spot then?
I was honestly thinking about it because he is a little weird when it comes to possessing the ball. Like when he's moving forward, you can see what he can do. But when it comes to like a 10, where a 10 kind of has to put his back to the goal, receive the ball, and then move.
Right. Or play balls in.
Yeah.
To beautiful
you kind of have
spaces.
to be that sorcerer. You have to kind of create things out of nothing a lot of times.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cruz can be really creative, but I don't know how solid he can be with his distribution in his creative settings that he's done. But Diego Luna, you got to think that guy has immense amount of confidence coming into this year. And we're going to use that. If we have the ball on the ground in the top left corner and we have a run going underneath and we have a run up top, we are dangerous. We just have to be able to finish when he has the ball, and he has to be able to be a little unselfish.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw this, but ESPN put out a top, I think, of 40 or 50 players that are Americans and should be playing for the U.S. men's national team. And they excluded a few people that were injured. But basically, it came down to 3 factors, and they ranked them. How that player played, right? Number 1. Number 2, how their team performed. But that was like 65% of the equation. So I think that was a little overweight, how well the team was doing.
Right.
And then there was a third one in there, stats or something. I can't remember the 3. But 65% was the team, right? So towards the bottom of the list, it was like all of Seattle, all of LAFC. Right, because they just won a lot, and they won a lot of the competitions, and were up there a lot. And there were a few Miami players, but the problem with the Miami players is not all of them are Americans, so it's harder for them to get into the national team. But Diego wasn't on the list. They were like notable absences that have had playing time, and then you had guys like the kid from Orlando, Freeman, right, whose dad played in the NFL. You know, you had Luna in there, right, and a few guys like that, and it was like, well, good players can be on bad teams, and they can play in a World Cup, right? Like Jordan Pickford has played in the World Cup for so many times. Right?
Such a good goalie, though.
He is, but he's not on a great team. His team isn't having a lot of great success, but that doesn't diminish
What
him
he's capable of
as a leader and all those things.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a little unfair and a little unbiased to kind of make it look like, oh.
So do you think
Salt Lake.
Diego Luna is just a Pickford?
I think that would be a huge compliment to Diego Luna to be at the level of Jordan Pickford with consistency and play and all that kind of stuff. I think Luna has found a role for himself on the team as a tough, work hard, work rate kind of guy that has enough talent that with his work rate high, the other guys can find him. So the Tillmans and those guys that are at that top level, they all like him, right? I think by and large, those top 5-10 guys all like Diego Luna because he's not an ego. He's not this big ego of give me the ball. I have to have the ball. I need the ball to survive. He's good with playing off of them and playing in with them and fitting in with the national team. He does a great job. He just needs to take the guys around him here at RSL and help them elevate their game so they can all play together and make that same stuff happen.
I think it's 50-50 if he makes the team.
Really?
Yeah, I
think the coach likes him too much for him not to make the team at this point.
Yeah, I wonder if there's just too many players that he could be. Like I said, it wouldn't be surprised me if he's like the last man cut kind of.
Wow. So you think RSL needs to provide more success for Luna to be able to start?
Do they need to showcase him? Is
Well, yeah,
that what this is going to be, the Luna showcase? I hope not.
No, I don't know that. I think for Luna, as long as he plays well when he's called up, which he has, then that is helpful. But if RSL is just stinking up a joint and he is not doing what Tyler just suggested and lifting his teammates up, that could be really detrimental. I don't think that should be the reason he doesn't make the team. I just think that some of these other players are going to come on strong. And I think that one of the things he kind of lacks a little bit, he's quick, but he's not really fast. And I think if that was just like one thing, like if he was just a little bit more zippy.
Breakaway speed.
Yeah, but his defensive work rate is probably one of the best on the team when I watched the team.
Yeah, I think he led the team in interceptions this year.
So, but just the way that team is made up and who makes the final decisions, I could see him kind of like getting a raw deal.
Okay.
Knock on wood, touch wood.
So now, this is, since we're talking about specific players, what is your opinion on the starting or benching of CalScan? Do you want him to be starting? Do you want him to be one of the pivots? Or do you want him benched?
I think if he's your starter, I think we're in trouble.
Why?
So you want him benched?
Benched?
Well, I don't know that he is like who is he better than Anelli?
He's a plug-and-play player.
Is he better than Ojeda?
No.
No.
Is he better than Ruiz?
No. No.
More consistent.
So if you're going with the double
No,
pivot,
because he can't make that play in behind that we were talking about. The RSL needs. That's why we did so well when he was healthy. Is because Ruiz puts balls into dangerous spots for players. To
Yeah,
run
but he's
into.
also an Achilles heel when it comes to defense.
Right. Especially those balls that get zipped into the forwards behind him. He doesn't cover.
but
it as well.
if we have a team that's so focused on defense,
then we won't get any offense.
we won't get any offense. There's no chances taken, and
No risk.
no risk, and it just depends on how they're. I just don't see if he's the starter, then I think we're in trouble.
Okay.
You can't start a right back because that's got to be the veteran.
Yeah, you
Yedlin.
got to be Yedlin all day. But who's gonna have Yedlin's back? Who's gonna be the hey, he's not doing so hot. Who's coming in?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Caliscan, throw him in. He can defend one-on-one like a champ. Like that's his strength. And if it's just one-on-one with a
Yeah, but when you get the heavy
he's
hitters
good.
like LAFC, you got Seattle. Like when you get those, that guy who kind of disrupts your your cadence or whatever, he's not going to be successful against the bigger teams.
And that's hard. But in the spot duty, filling in for Yedlin, bring him on. He's a great fill-in for right back.
Okay.
Great
You would-
player to have on your team.
And a good fourth or so defensive mid.
So you would like him
Yeah.
just to fill,
No,
just
and
gapping.
I like Caliscan a lot. I think he brings a positive attitude, and he's a good player. But he's not. He needs to elevate his game if he really wants to be a difference maker for this team.
And that's the point I was going to make too. I mean, if he improves, then and he proves that he needs to be there and he can turn and go forward, like Anelli was doing, and then I think that's a different story. But if it's just the guy we saw last season, and RSL hasn't upgraded or fixed that issue in the midfield, decided how they're going to play, that's another question. It's like I would love to see them. You're trying to get more offensive players on the field. Is that a 3-5-2 or something along those lines?
Nobody knows.
And maybe that's what they need to do, right? I mean, they need to get more offensive players on the field and figure out the defense behind. I don't think Cabral's going to have the same season he had this year in 25. I don't think you can count on him to stand on his head for another season. If you are, you're gonna, the soccer gods are gonna punish you. You can't ride that luck forever.
Or he'll be MLS goalkeeper of the year. One of the two.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I mean, we can't keep relying on him. He did save the entire season, though.
He did. So we'll see. Figure out what they do on that back line. If you've got Glad, if your choices are Glad, Junka, Quinton, and Henry, I don't think that's an upgrade
No.
at all.
Yeah, because who's realistically, because what it looks like, using deductive reasoning, how we have it set up right now without any additions, it seems like our faith now is going to be in Kobe Henry, because Kobe Henry is going to be that center back position.
Or they slide Junka in and Catranis out wide. Right? You
Yeah,
have two
but-
left-footed.
But if you're
backs.
thinking about what Pablo has done in the past, when he's had that as an option, he did not pull that trigger. He wants Junka as a backup for Catranis, right?
Right.
So, do you feel that that's sufficient, or are we praying for a signing?
I will die on this hill. We need a CB. We need to sign a center back. I don't think we have what we're looking for, what we need. Depending on how they're going to play. If they're going to change up the formation a little bit and maybe go 3 in the back, then maybe you do want a player like Henry who's a little more quick and maybe he's better with the ball at his feet. But I just don't see him doing that.
And if you do that, you kind of have to ask your defensive mids to play more defensive and not
Yeah.
get forward as much, because we're starting a guy who, like, I don't know, Phillip and Glad, or, Kobe and Glad. Yeah, they got a lot of
because
speed.
when you add in that extra midfielder, I mean, that midfielder is usually a center defensive mid attached with a cam, and then you have your wingers. So
Yeah, and they just play really compact, and you don't really get forward a lot, and you make your team boring.
Well, do you think Jason
Which
Christ
I
is
don't
going to
love
have more of a pull when it comes to that side?
That's why I like the idea of getting a center back, so that we can be more dynamic, a little more physical presence back there. I know I always say Olave because he was the best back there, but if we get anything close to that, that would be fantastic. Then that allows those outside backs to get forward more, and then Yedlin could participate more in the attack. He's got a wicked cross that we only saw a little bit of. He scored some goals, right? Like, he can do a lot. So,
Okay, so in summation, when it comes to our year, out of contract, we got rid of Agata, Farnsworth, and McMath. Saw those coming. Agata was the only one I felt like that was like
even close.
could who not. Ajago, Matthew Bell, Kevin Lambert,
Johnny,
our boy
Russell.
Johnny Russell, fantastic individual.
Tommy Silva.
Tommy Silva and Jude Wellings. Jude Wellings was supposed to be a big deal. Same with
Never quite took that next step,
no.
in development. Same with Tommy. As soon as he got his chance, he got injured, and then Caliscan plugged in, and
Yeah, see you
he
later.
never made it back. So.
And then we have retained Berea, Caliscan, Catranis, Ojeda, Quinton, our backup goalkeeper, Stajuhar. No point in Brian Vera. And then we also got the very talented forward Marcus Zambrano back.
Now,
and
keep in mind,
exercised.
all of those guys that have been exercised, next year they're out of contract and free agents.
Correct.
So if we don't re-sign any of those guys during the year, then they might be, like, if we want them, we'll probably offer them a
Maybe not all of them, but some of them
one or two of them. But
might have a little. Yeah, but I think a lot of the contracts are up.
yeah, I think they're all up.
Because Catranis was just extended, right? So he's just got an extra year.
But also remember, this is the long year, and then we're having a shortened year. And then we're having the back to the international
Yeah, the international break one.
schedule.
So we need to sign somebody. We're not too happy about our attack. What are we? What are you guys happy about next season?
Next season? Go ahead, Tyler. What are you happy about?
Oh, I'm excited for Gozo. I am hoping
Because he's
he
American and he's on the U.S.
He's
team.
from Utah. He's American. He's our guy. You know what I mean? In so many ways. And I just love the fact that he goes all out. He's the hardest working player on the team. I know they say Diego Luna does a ton of defensive work. So does he. Gozo, I don't think, gets his cred for as much work as he does on the field. And I think this next year, he's going to be able to slow down a little bit, which is hard for a fast kid, because he's
been on the rise for so long.
His game on speed, but then he's got to slow down when he finishes. You know what I mean? And I think this year he's going to break out because he's going to start finding he's going to find that right speed, that flash, where he can still hit the ball and not just kill it. Those moves, he gets into the middle, and then he'll just finish, and it'll be beautiful. That's what I'm excited for next year. Most excited.
What are you
for.
excited for?
Oh, that's a tough question. Because, the obvious answer, like Gozo and Diego and Cabral, you want to see them play well. They're the standouts, but
Say Tyler Wolf. Say Tyler Wolf. No. Say Tyler Wolf.
Best eyebrows in the league, baby.
threaded. I'm trying to be positive. I really am. But I'm kind of waiting to see how this off season plays out because I really want to see what their plan is. Like,
okay, so you're just
I'm a little bit reserved.
You're thinking like 50,000 foot view. Get down into the 20,000.
It's hard to get down there. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to get down there because I don't want to be hurt again.
No, but
I don't want to be hurt again.
What gets you excited? What gets you excited for next year?
I don't want to be hurt again.
We understand the pain and the hurt around Christmas time. It's hard. It really
What gets
is.
me excited?
Yeah, what gets you excited though?
I
Jesus
think
Perea, Zambrano.
you know what? I think I want to see what happens in the midfield.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Ojeda. I think he could have a breakout year. I want to see what happens there in the midfield and if they make any changes. If they don't make any changes and we just run back what we've always done, it's hard to be positive.
It's hard to like be like, hey, let's go watch RSL.
Yeah, and I want to be there. I mean, I will always love RSL, and I'm excited for the season. I can't believe it feels like it's been over forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the season to start, but I think I'm most excited to see what they're going to do between now
And the start.
I would love to see how bold they're going to be. If they aren't bold and make some changes, like I think that Angle, right? The guy.
Sign him.
Oh, you actually want Angle to join?
I like that idea. A 6 foot, or obviously about a 6 foot guy, left back. I want to with a lot of experience. Middlesbrough might bring some dynamic play into the midfield, left back, wherever they put him. Mm-hmm. I want them to make me excited. How's that?
That's true. You're looking for a miracle.
Kind of, but not.
Christmas miracle.
That's what I want. I want a Christmas miracle. I want for when that game kicks off and we have you want to announce that? When the first game of the season kicks off, I want to be stoked.
Okay.
How about you?
So
Brennan?
if you had, I don't really have anything exciting to be honest.
You don't?
Like when I think about it, I'm like,
And you're giving me crap.
well, no, because I'm usually the one with the most amount of hope.
You are Mr. RSL wins the 2025 MLS Cup.
Well, because I see the possibilities and I see that there is a pathway to get there. And for the longest time, RSL didn't even have, like they had a car with one wheel. You know what I mean? Like now they have a car with four wheels and almost all the doors. So it's almost safe enough to
If
drive.
we just get a spare.
Yeah. So it's like there was always a possibility, and that's what I was excited for. But the past years, it seems like the risk is always so minimal, and we're trying to maximize the biggest reward possible, but yet we're not able to just risk it. And especially in Pablo's, I was hoping this could be like Pablo's last year, because then it's like, if this is last year, he's going to take a risk. He's going to jump. He's going to do things. He's going to, not wait for something to happen. He's going to go get it. And it never seems like RSL is wanting to go get it now. It's always this slow boat to nowhere unless we just magically turn a corner and it's there. And so for me, I am not too excited, nor am I even like looking to be happy for next year. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, you guys are both Debbie Downers.
Well, his pessimism is rubbing off on me,
I'm trying not to be pessimistic at all. Because if you want to look at things that are positive, we do have ownership that is committed.
That's a huge surprise. That's a humongous surprise.
They are committed to,
Mm-hmm.
and they're willing to give these guys the freedom. They gave them the contracts. They're willing to give them the freedom to get out there and do their jobs.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe the excitement, what makes me so pessimistic, and that may be too hard a word, the thing that makes me not want to open my heart and get it broken again is the people that are in charge. Like if I were to say, I want Kurt Schmidt to prove it to us, I want Pablo Mastroeni to prove it to us. Prove us wrong that we were so not excited for this season.
Yeah.
And there's still a long time to go between now and...
There's still potential signings out there.
Yep. There's still a lot that could change between now and February 21st when they kick off in Vancouver at 5:30 p.m.
Oh yeah, good ad in
So-
there.
Good segue.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Sorry, I'm not a very good host.
It's not on there.
Oh,
I think
definitely
it's on
not
there.
a very good host.
Oh, so why did you say what time and who we're playing?
So 5:30 p.m. we are going to have a watch party.
What?
RSL Random Fan Watch Party at the break
What?
in Murray.
The new one.
The break in Murray?
The break in Murray.
Wow.
We'll get all the information out to talk to
Is that the one on 9th East?
It is. And it's right near, it's almost 4761 South, but it's only 4760 South. So
Gotcha.
it's on the other side of the street.
Oh, man.
4760 South, 9th East, 5:30 p.m., or get there early.
Yeah, and get some of that good, what is that food they have there?
Oh man! So if you guys have never been to the break,
tasty.
because you guys haven't, because you guys don't drink,
I've been to the break.
I've almost been
maybe
to
when
the
you went
break.
to go say hi.
No, I've
Wait,
been to the break.
What did you get?
I love burgers at those bars.
Oh, so no. If you go there for the brunch,
Yeah.
they have the best chicken mac.
Chicken mac.
So what it is, it's like this mac and cheese that they put chicken fingers on top of, and it's the best. Like if you've partaked of some alcoholic beverages the night before, and you wake up the next day and you need to feel better, it will make you feel the best.
Oh, okay. It
It is so good. They actually have some really good food.
Okay.
Yeah, so the break in Murray, be there at 5:30 p.m. That's when the game kicks off. Well, actually, 5:39
5:39.
is kickoff. 9 minutes after is usually when Major League Soccer kicks off. If you want to know the secret, that's
What?
yeah, if you notice, that's when they kick off. Kickoff is 9 minutes after the half hour.
Yeah, and there'll be sponsors possibly.
There will be
handing out some goodies.
prizes to give away.
What
We
is
coordinate that
that?
with the club.
Oh.
RSL will be allowing us, and we have stuff to give away too. So there
Sounds like
will,
a red hat with a white dot on it.
yeah,
Weird. Should we sign these and hand them out?
yeah.
This is the one Tyler wore last week.
Yeah, it's the best
Oh,
$1.50 I
sweaty.
ever spent. So yeah, join us for a watch party. We'll get more information out there. We'll just get ready. Tell your friends.
Season opener.
Season opener against Vancouver, the defending Western Conference champs.
We're gonna break them at the
Yep.
break.
You think so?
I hope so.
Who knows?
It's weird playing on turf, though. You never know.
Oh, dude.
They may not even be in Vancouver by then.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They may be the Winnipeg Whitecaps.
The Winnipeg
Brown Caps.
Soccer Jets.
Soccer Jets.
The Winnipeg Flatlanders.
Don't want to be confused with the Canadian Football League team.
Right.
The Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway.
What about Benny and the Jets?
Benny and the Jets?
Too old of a reference. Sorry.
Look it up, kids.
Look
Yep.
it up, kids.
Look it up on your brain rot. All that mumbo jumbo.
All right. So you're in
it.
charge.
Oh, I'm in charge.
Send us out.
Thank you for watching. This has been the RSL Random Fan Podcast. Tell your mother, because I already did. And we love you. Follow us. If you guys comment, you want one of these hats, we will save them.
We
We'll
will
sign
give
it.
them to you.
We'll give it to you. Just be the first to comment and who you want, whose hat you want.
Yeah, if you comment, we won't sign it.
And if
you
we do this
really want
enough,
it.
we might even do feet things. Who knows? Just
You
kidding.
got to pay a pretty penny for that, though.
The RSL Random OnlyFans
Podcast
is headed your way.
at the break.
Unless you give us money. If you don't give us money, we're going to OnlyFans. Say hello to your mother for me.
Say hello to your mother for me.